Alright guys, good morning. It's a beautiful morning at GMT plus one. It's J-FX, your mentor's mentor. It's been a while. We were on the tutorial video, so today we're going to be looking at a few things here. And today we're going to be talking about resistance and support. Alright, today we're going to be looking at resistance and support, how to identify a resistance and how to identify the support. All right, we're going to be looking at resistance and support. All right, we're going to be looking at resistance and support. So let's go. For the sake of time, I don't actually want this video to be very long. I want it to be very short and brief. All right, so let's look at resistance and support. A lot of people always get it wrong, how to identify resistance and support area. It is very wrong how some people do it. Several times I see how people identify resistance and support. It is basically known as the price action, the primary base of trading in particular. All right, so let's look at resistance and support. So basically this market previously was on a downtrend, right? So it was on a downtrend. So how do we identify our resistance here, and how do we identify our support here? All right, what will happen? Let me use a very clean chart. Let me apply a very clean chart. Which nothing has touched. Just please bear with me. Network is a bit slow right here. Network is a bit slow right here. Network is okay. Here we go. So let me just take all this off. Let me take, I don't know. Okay, let's check the USD. Now let's check the USD. Now currently this is USD. Now let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Now how do we identify our resistance and support? Let me clear all the drawings and everything that is on here. Good. So how do you identify resistance and support? Now it's very easy. Currently the highest of the point located is your resistance and the lowest point is your support, right? So if you want to identify our resistance here will be our resistance area. All right, here will be our resistance area, and here will be our support. Currently we're looking at, on this very time frame, we are looking at the 1 hour time frame. We're currently analyzing at the 1 hour time frame, and here will be our support, is right here. All right, here will be our support. Okay, here will be our support, just like that. So here will be our support. So after identifying our resistance and support, now all we need to do is basically, because a lot of people, they rush the market. All right, a lot of people rush the market. So what do? All you need to do now is to wait for price to actually tap into your zone. Okay, now we're looking at the USD on this very time frame. Okay, on this very time frame, let's see how it plays out. But before we actually explain this and take the next direction of where this trade is heading, let's go back and see what has happened in the past trade on USD. Now this is a very clear example. You can see very well here is a support. Here is a support, and you can see how closely price touched it. All right, now here it's a resistance. Here is a resistance, just like that. That's how you pinpoint it. Now here is also a support. Identifying it is very easy, and when you get to understand it very clearly, you understand that it's sweet. Now let's take this off first. Let's take this first. Okay, so now currently we've seen how useful resistance support is. Now let's say this price was currently at this level here. No, sorry, price has already, this area has formed, now price is already at this level. Now what do? Here being a support, now you see how price have tapped in. All right, most times price will like to take out the buy side liquidity which means in order for price coming down, clearing out this low before pushing up to the outside. But now see how our support got respected here. Now price came down, respected the support area here, and immediately bounced off to the upside to the resistance area. And now you can see the resistance area being respected. So obviously if you actually want to take this trade, this would have actually be a good win rate. All right, this would have actually been a profit of about 66 pips, right? 66 pips backed. But a lot of people will want to actually hold the trade for long. Maybe there could be a further resistance to the upside. It depends on how you're trading. All right, so but currently in today's video I'll be explaining our resistance and support, how it can be useful, how it can be very important, how it can enhance our trading. All right, how it can really enhance our trading. There are several ways you trade, and it gives you benefits. It profits you so much, and you actually make so much from it. All right, so now when price tapped in here, it moved immediately to the upside. You can actually hold your trade for long, keeps going just like that, so on and so forth. It all depends on you. So that's the way it is. Now currently, now you see how price also did here. Now here became a support again. All right, here became support, and here became a support. Because why? The resistance got broken. Now if a resistance got broken, now that resistance becomes a support. If a support got broken, that support becomes a resistance. It's just like a reversal. All right, now you see that this area got broken, here, this resistance got broken. You see what happened? Immediately it pushed up. Now price came back down to retest the resistance. So basically, if you actually want to take this trade again, you would have entered right about here. And now when price came down here, you can actually maybe, for example, target this high again. If you're a scalper, yeah, there are a lot of scalpers, you can actually target this high here again, or you can actually target a very high area. All right, now when price came down, you see again, now here now become a support. Because why? Price has broken this area here, went up. Now here now became a support, and here became a very strong zone. I'll call this zone my point of interest, which is area of liquidity. All right, now what happened now is that price had to come down again, failing the resistance, the support here. And then what happened? Immediately it went up again. Now let's say, for example, now you are target this area here. Now your win ratio would have actually been massive, because your stop will literally be below the low. All right, your stop will be below the low, and now you actually target this high here again, this very resistance area here. You target this high here. So that's just the way it is. All right, now currently let's look at today's on, what we're talking about today's on. Currently now a lot of people are looking at this time frame here. Now I said that if a support got broken, support become resistance. If a resistance got broken, resistance becomes support. Now what have happened here? You can see very well that our previous high, which is right here, got taken out. Right, our previous high got taken out. Now let me just indicate that this was our previous high. So this was our previous high. Our previous high got taken out, and now what happened? Obviously you want to see price come down to test the support before we shoot up. All right, now so what's going to happen here on this trade? We see that this was the recent high. It was creating lower lows and lower highs. All right, now price aggressively moved up, take out the recent high, and now he's coming back down. So what I'm expecting to see is something like this happening. Right, I'm expecting to see something like this happening right here. Right? Right? So this is what I'm expecting. And I'll my stops, my stop loss, would just be below this level, right? The stop loss will be below this level, right? That's just the way resistance and support is. Very, very easy. Now we can actually check other pairs to see how they really works. All right, how they really works. We're talking about resistance and support. Now we can talk about other pairs to see how they really work. Now you can also see from here how price also retested our support area right here, okay, yes. Now you see how price retested our support area right here, and then it moved up. Now a lot of people will be saying, now what is our bias on this market? We are indecisive here because why? Price hasn't really broken our recent high. This is our recent lower high that price has created. So for the sake it hasn't broken this area here, we are actually neutral on this trade. So but nonetheless, let's go on a higher time frame. Yeah, good. Now you can see, yeah, a very strong, you can see here, right? You can see here how price, this is our resistance. So this was a support, I marked it right here, and then price tested the support, and then it didn't, it just take out a liquidity resting beneath, and then we move to the upside to actually feel the resistance. This is actually a good win ratio, right? This is a good win ratio. So that is the way it primarily is, whereby resistance and support, you just mark your highs is your resistance and your low is your support. So this is all we need to talk about today. In our next video we'll be talking about supply and demand. How supply, it's basically it's correlated to resistance and support. It's almost the same thing, but we're going to be looking at supply and demand. Where is our demand area and where is our supply area? That's going to be on the next video. So thanks for you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and like on our YouTube videos to encourage us to shoot more videos for the coming days. All right, so this will be all for today. This is J-FX, your mentor's mentor, signing out.